a little bit out of it. Okay, like why did they say this? What can I learn from this experience? Self-doubt a lot caused me to definitely have to look back at successful times. So sometimes it's when you start doubting your abilities or what you're supposed to be doing, or your purpose, or wherever you're going. It is important for you to like maybe just sometimes scroll back in your portfolio and see like what have I actually accomplished this year. That's awesome. You know what I mean? So going from there, being aware of your confirmations. So like seeing things repeatedly that show you're going in the right direction. That has definitely helped. And actually like leaning closer to my source of power, God. I think that has been very critical to being able to get over these hurdles. So the next thing is, how do I want or need to shift in 2019? And it's like, even things like 2019, do you guys know I will be the big 3-0 next year? Like, that's crazy to me. So time is ticking. Like, sometimes I wish I could just go back and do high school over and start over with life from there. Now, knowing what I know now, of course, I would never say that in a moment. It's like, oh, get me out of high school, get me out away from these people. I feel lame. Blah, blah, blah. It's so crazy. Like, you look back and people were thinking you were like this person, and the person you're still dealing with is who you are. But the thing about it is that doesn't change, I think, even with adulthood. I don't think it matters how many people you meet, how many celebrities you know, how many opportunities come up, how many degrees you get. Like, people are still looking at you and looking to you for, like, how are you going to move next? And I think it's also important to realize how much an inspiration you are. So me wanting to move different next year, I think is definitely going to start with remaining humble and being a student. Like, I think I'm going to continue to, I know I am going to continue to refine my craft and seek out opportunities, opportunities to learn and further develop, and continue to align myself with people who have that same type of approach and vision and mindset. So that's, majorly important to me. I know I'm a little bit over time than normal, but I think this is so important, and just, I guess, something I want to share with you also. Hang tight with me, you know what I'm saying? To create an ideal workspace and workflow. So I'm here in my office, and I think it's amazing. But when I say workspace, I don't necessarily just mean like the physical workspace. I mean like literally like being organized in my processes and how I do things, and like maybe it's just planning and timeline and and all of that. So that I can just like be as effective and efficient as possible and professional. It's very important to me. So like, I think, and some of that I was thinking about this morning, like I'm going to probably try to spend more time developing my online website, which I pay for monthly, versus worrying about Instagram posts, because you can have an Instagram all day, but it's like people want to see, do you have a website? Like, where can I go and look at a bunch of stuff and see that? And I've been doing that. I've been gathering the content, but I need to display it properly, and I have the space to do that. So I need to just do that. I want to be more intentional, take classes. Like I said before, continue being a student. So being intentional, I think volunteering in the right spaces, things that I've been doing, but doing more of it. And in that, developing the things that I say I do or am doing. So be it Mark Minds, etc. I want to listen harder. I want to listen longer, so not listening just to say, okay, I listened for a long time. Now let me speak. And I don't think I'm really one of those people, but I do get so hyper in a conversation that I'm ready to respond. And sometimes it's just like a best response is like no response, at times. And I'm getting there, but I want to hear just as much as I'd like to be heard and understood. Next is I want to use more forethought. So even in my responses to people and my decision making, how can I think more about what will happen in the future, the consequences from even my thoughts and my actions. And I think that goes back to just planning, being considerate, being mindful. I want to hold myself accountable as a professional. Like I said, again, meeting deadlines, being early, being that earlier person. So I'm a person that I'm like, oh, yo, I'm on God's time. Like, if I say I'm coming, and my friends know this, my folks know this, like if I say I'm coming, I'm going to be there. Right, but I want to be more, I want to be earlier, because I want to, I think it's just important. It's like I can't even say these things. I feel like there's a better way to say it, but I don't know what that is. So I just have to say it how I'm saying it right now. And you guys take from it what you may, and hopefully you can go through these things and ask yourself. I think it's going to be very helpful, and just thinking. So start thinking for next year now, not waiting until, let me make these New Year's resolutions. I don't believe in that. But I do think you need to take time to, just think ahead and properly plan. So yeah, like I was saying, like I'll be somewhere. Like if I say I'm going, I will be there, but I may not be the first person, but I'm just like the last person to leave. So I want to get to places earlier and leave with my time in mind. So being more intentional just with my time and not wasting it, because I know it's the most valuable thing I have to offer. The last thing I wrote down for a shift was to gain more projects, clients, and build a bigger network. Pretty much really be intentional about growing Mark Minds and connecting you guys to some more dope people. So hopefully we will have a guest for the end of the year next week. Not for just like one per se, but before the end of the year, we'll have a guest, hopefully. And I can't wait for you guys to hear that. I have taken enough of your time. And now it's time for me to go, say all that good stuff, ciao, all that good stuff, adios, etc., etc. It's been episode 31. It's your girl, Dutchi, and losses are just negative gains, all right? So figure out how you can lose less and gain more, or gain more from whatever you lose. All right, peace. It's my time. I love you guys. Be easy. Have a great week, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Peace. You are now tuned in. Breathe. 100 kilobits music. Dream. Defer. You are now tuned in. Breathe. Trust your process. Dream. Defer. You are now tuned in. Breathe. Trust your process. Dream. Defer. Just your process. Yo, if anybody's looking to work, hit me up, 470-444-ZUKO. That's ZUKO. Also 470-444-9856. Hit up your girl, Dutchi. Let's work. I'm looking to do some crazy dope stuff this year, from experimental photography to skits to documentaries, docuseries, whatever. Like, it's time to go, and looking for people to join Finish Focus, which is the production company I plan on launching. So, yo, get on board, get involved. I love you guys, and I guess that's my something silly. I don't know. Just remember, A is for apples. Peace.